In Antonio Living, every now and then we need a little inspiration, and so this morning I want to introduce you to Helen Costa-Giles. She is with NME Lifestyle, and it's all about making a brand new start. It's very nice to meet you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So Denise has told us a lot about you, and I do want to mention that Denise did a workout with you. We're going to be sharing that story with you tomorrow right here on San Antonio Living. In the meantime, you were all about no more excuses. So tell me how you got to the point where you were able to draw a line in the sand and say, I'm ready to make a change.
Oh, wow. That was probably about 3 years ago, and it feels like yesterday. I had to go to my doctor's office for my annual checkup for my job, and that's when the doctor told me I had to come back for my results, and he scared me because I was headed down the road of chronic health diseases, and it scared me enough where I came back home to my husband, and I slammed the results on the table and said, that's it, we're done. We got to do this the right way. No more yo-yo dieting. And
It is a line that you really have to hit, because a lot of us are close to that line, but unless you're ready to make that commitment, it doesn't work. And you mentioned yo-yo dieting. I mean, I think a lot of people do that to try to get back into shape or to reach a goal or whatever, but unless you're doing it the right way, it's not going to work.
Right, and that's exactly what I did. Is I just found something that was more simple and sustainable for me, and it's been 3 years, and it's just life.
Now, you mentioned that you talked to your husband about this. Did that help that this was something that you guys both did?
Yeah, we did. He was on board. Between the both of us, I've released 90 pounds, and he released 65 pounds. So it was a huge thing for us. We both transformed. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your regimen. Like, what did you do to get to where you are now?
Sure. So when I left the doctor's office, he's like, eat 1,000 calories. I'm like, well, that doesn't teach me much. So I found a woman online who taught me to eat clean and meal prep, and we did that. In fact, we did it for about 30 days, and I was like, oh man, this is hard.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work every Sunday, prepping for 8 hours a day, and so we stuck with the clean eating, and then I discovered this program that I use, and it started to help my husband and I become more sustainable lifestyle, because it made it a lot easier for us to meal prep. We weren't meal prepping as much meals, and 3 years later, we're doing the exact same things we did when we first started.
So meal prepping, a big important part of it. Obviously working out. I know you recently ran a race. Tell me about that.
Oh, the Spartan race. Yeah. For some reason, once I started to lose my weight, I got into fitness, and then I started to wanting to set more goals, and I started using a 16-week program to set goals after goals, and first it became weight loss, and it became health, and then it became like photo shoots, and then it became races, and so the Spartan for me became like a mental and physical challenge, and I always want to take it to the next level because my body's doing things it hasn't done in 30-something years. So.
Wow. Okay, so now you're helping other people do a similar program so that we can have and achieve results like you.
Yeah. So what I did is I learned what made my lifestyle stick, is I found the right program, the right nutrition, and then I found the right support, and that was huge. And there was a woman in my life who believed in me when I first started, and then I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to be that woman who helps everybody else, learn how to get rid of their excuses and, put belief into them so they can do this. And that's what I do. And that's what started out my NME Lifestyle program, is to teach women, how to change the mind and, how to look at their life a little bit differently.
Wow. Changing the mind. That is literally step number one. We do have a special offer for you this morning because, like we mentioned, this is something that Helen is helping other women do. So if you are interested, the first 10 women that set this up, you're going to get a free membership, which is going to help you get started on your new journey. And you can find out more at nmelifestyle.com. No more excuses.
Yeah, just contact me in the first 10. We'll get rocking and rolling.
I'm excited. That is so cool. Thank you so much for coming this morning. Guys, and again, the story will continue tomorrow because Denise did a special workout with Helen. We'll share that with you tomorrow. In the meantime, if you're ready to get started, you can find Helen online, nmelifestyle.com. Also on Facebook, look for NME Rise and Grind, and no more excuses for this mama. All right, still to come on San Antonio Living.